Welcome, everyone, to Golden Nuggets, where truth and wisdom get married and bring forth enlightenment. Sometimes in life, we can get sidetracked and lose our vision. And every once in a while, we need to set or reset the standard. Well, today is your chance and your opportunity. I am Ezra, A.K.A. the voice of reason. Over and out.
Welcome to Golden Nuggets, part 3. And today we are going to looking at the setting the standard. How do we set the standard for our life, for our future? And so it's really important that we focus on this today because it has great consequences when we don't and great benefits when we do. And so the first thing we have to do is there is 2 questions that we have to all ask ourselves. 2 very important questions that can shape and change our lives forever. And the first one is, what do you want? What do you want? What do you seek for your life, for your future, for your family, for your well-being, for your hopes and your dreams? What do you want? What do you desire? It's so important that we each understand this because that gives you your direction. That lets you know when making decisions, does it bring me closer to it or does this decision take me further away from it? What do you want? Have you ever really asked yourself that question? Within your job, what do you want? Within your relationship or your marriage, what do you want? And it's only after asking this question that we can start to get clarity about what we need to do next. Because if you don't know where you are going, any road will get you there. And sometimes we settle for anything because we don't know what we want. We haven't set a standard. And so I encourage you today, if you in any area of your life are ambivalent and unsure and don't know what you want and what you want to do, I encourage you to invest some time focusing on that. Because once you know where you're going, then you will not go down certain roads that will not take you there. You will not accept or allow certain things to happen because it will not line up with where you want to go. You won't say yes to everything because sometimes a good idea is not the right idea. So you have to know, what do you want in your life? And the second question, which is just as important, is what are you willing to sacrifice to get there? What are you willing to sacrifice to achieve that goal that you want? And so many times, people wanting to achieve something, they're wanting to get stronger, get fitter, get healthier, become more educated. They want to run a business. They want to do whatever that thing is that they have a desire and a passion to do. But they never ask the question, what are they willing to sacrifice for it? What are you willing to let go of? What are you willing to give up? What are you willing to start doing? And there's things like time. Are you willing to invest the time in it? Are you willing to sacrifice the time in it, to put effort in, to push yourself past your comfort zones? Anyone who has ever wanted to lose weight has had to sacrifice time, effort, training, diet. There's a whole range of things that they've had to do. Anyone who wanted their business to be successful, they had to sacrifice so many things in order to get to that place of success. And the question you have to ask yourself is, are you willing to sacrifice time? Are you willing to sacrifice time looking on social media for time doing research for that project? Are you willing to sacrifice, sleep in order to get up earlier and do that training so you can be fitter and healthier? Are you willing to sacrifice time? Are you willing to sacrifice your comfort zones? those things that feel good, feel nice, and are a pleasure to you, but don't bring you any closer to your goals, your visions, and your plans? Are you willing to sacrifice your comfort zones? Because life begins at the end of your comfort zone. Are you willing to sacrifice certain attitudes, mindsets, opinions, belief systems, limiting beliefs, the way you talk about and think about yourself? Are you willing to sacrifice them? Are you willing to sacrifice the inner critic that constantly says to you, you can't do it? Are you willing to push past that and to say, I don't care. Even if I fail, I will fail into success? Are you willing to sacrifice habits, staying up late at night, eating unhealthy food, gossiping, being lazy, procrastinating? Because everything affects everything in life. It's the small things that create the big problems in our life. And it's the small disciplines that create success in our life. What are you willing to sacrifice today? And as it was once said, the important thing is to be able at any moment to sacrifice what we are for what we will become. And this is a formula for success. If at any moment when you recognize you are holding on to negative thoughts and you are willing to sacrifice that and change that for affirmations of who you will become, that is the ingredient to success. If at any moment when you recognize you are operating in unhealthy habits and you're willing to sacrifice that and put on and do and live out of that habit that will get you success, victory, and breakthrough, that's the formula for success. And this is an ongoing, progressive process. It's not a thing you do once. Success and failure is not a one-off event. It's something that we consistently do to enable us to get there. And if you are willing to sacrifice at any moment who you are for what you will become, fear for courage, doubt for hope, anger for joy, unforgiveness for forgiveness, if you are willing, whenever you recognize this is something that needs to change in me, procrastination for progressiveness, then nothing can stop you. No situation and no circumstance. What are you willing to sacrifice? Set the standard today. Set that standard. It's so important. Because if you don't want to sacrifice for what you want becomes the sacrifice. And it's so important that we understand this. There is so many people who have departed from this earth and they left all of their dreams, their goals, and the visions in the grave with them. And so at the end of your race, when it's time for you to transition from this earth, do not be another statistic that died with all their greatness still inside. And so it's about being willing to sacrifice for the things, the comforts, the joys, the relaxation, the easygoing, all of those things, because we can't be bothered, because I'll do it another day, next time round. But if you are willing to sacrifice today, and I'm talking about from today, right now, this very moment, if there is anything that I have said right now that has resonated with you and you know there's something you need to give it up, don't do it tomorrow. Do it today. And so that you can achieve and receive the very thing that you will put upon this earth to do. And so when we're talking about this, it's so important that we look at values, your core values, because they are so important. They are the difference between if we do and don't do, if we succeed and fail. It's the values that we hold. It's the values that we live by. It's the values that help us to navigate through life, making the right decisions. And even when it's the difficult decisions, it's our values that makes us choose what is right over what is easy. And so your values are the things that you believe are important in the way that you live and work. They are the things that drive you. They are the things that motivate you. They are the things where you say, I will never go beyond this standard. I will never drop my morals to that way. This is something that I will not do. And it's the same thing that makes you say, I'm going to stand for this. This is something that I believe in. This is something that I'm going to dedicate my time to, even though it's difficult now, because it's my passion, it's my why, it's what drives me. And they should determine your priorities. And deep down, they're probably the measures you use to tell if life is turning out the way you want it to. So I want to encourage you, if you haven't done it for a while, or if you're not even sure what they are, you need to take a time out and find out what your values are. What is it that helps you to know that life is working out in line with what you believe? The decisions that you're making, you feel happy with when you go to sleep because you did it in line with your values. We have to all have values that we live by, and that we make decisions not based on how good we feel, what the moment is, but based on the consistency of our principles and our values. And no one said it better than Malcolm X, because if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. And so it's so important that you have values, that you set a standard for yourself, a standard for your character, a standard for your decision making, a standard for who you're going to have in your life, a standard for how you conduct yourself at work, a standard for how you operate in your business. It is so key. We need to set the standard. And as Chadwick Boseman said, purpose is an essential element to you. What is your purpose? What is your standard? What is it that you want? What is your values? And it is the reason you are on the planet at this particular time in history. There is something that is inside of you that no one else has the ability to bring forth. You were created to be on this earth at this particular time to bless the world with your gift. Set the standard so you can manifest it. Your very existence is wrapped up in the things you are here to fulfill. I'll say it again. Your very existence is wrapped up in the things you and you alone are here to fulfill. So I want to encourage you today, and I want to let you know, I don't care what people have said to you in the past. I don't care what you say about yourself. I am telling you, there is something great inside of you. There is a gift that is waiting to be manifested to the world. There is a truth inside of you that will set the world free. There is a light inside of you that will heighten and lighten the darkness inside of others. So I want to encourage you today. The first thing you need to do is set the standard, live by it, keep it, follow your values and your goals and your morals, and you, I guarantee you, will reach the heights of your blessing, of your truth in your life. And so, if you like this video, then hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell and check out some of my other videos. I have a whole range of great tools and videos to inspire and to motivate you to be the best version of you.
Thank you for watching this video. I hope you found it useful. Leave a comment below and let me know one thing that you took from it. And share this video with your friends and your loved ones who you know need to hear this. If you like the video, then check out my channel for many other videos dedicated to supporting and empowering you, including the video below. Now remember to subscribe to the channel and don't forget to hit the notification bell, as this is me calling you for our next one-to-one. So stay blessed, remain grateful, and manifest your greatness.